This new series is titled Not Just a Word. I decided to create this new series because there were words in the Bible that prevented me from wanting to read the Bible just because they were intimidating and I didn't know what they really meant. So I wanted to shed light on those words, but this first episode is going to be on the word believe, which I did not have a struggle with, but I wanted to start the series off with that word because of its importance. The definition of believe is to accept something as true, have faith, hold something as an opinion, or to think that something is true, correct, or real. In Matthew chapter 9, verses 27 to 30, it says, "As Jesus went on from there, 2 blind men followed him, calling out, 'Have mercy on us, Son of David.' When he had gone indoors, the blind men came to him and he asked them, 'Do you believe that I am able to do this?' 'Yes, Lord,' they replied. Then he touched their eyes and said, 'According to your faith, let it be done to you.' And their sight was restored." What we choose to believe is so important. It shapes our lives in many ways. These 2 men's lives actually changed for the better, all because of what they chose to believe. In Numbers chapter 20, I'm not going to go there, but it's the story about Moses and his brother Aaron. They were in the wilderness area, and God had told Moses and Aaron to go take the staff, gather all the people around, and I want you to speak to this rock, and water will come out, because the people were complaining about not having any water, not having enough of their provisions, and they were complaining to Moses, saying, "Why'd you bring us out here just for us to die?" Moses was angry, and he gathered the people around. He took the staff like God said, but unlike what God told him to do, he struck the rock twice with the staff that was in his hand. Because he and Aaron did not listen to God and honor God, because it would have been honoring for God for them to just speak to the rock, and then God would have been looked upon as being glorious, because that's a true miracle that water could actually come out of a rock. But because they did not do that, and he struck the rock twice, he didn't listen to God and honor God. And because of that, it actually cost Moses and Aaron from going into the promised land. My belief has to be the start of my root, just like a plant. It has to be the foundation on which I build my faith. My faith is what I act on based on what I believe to be true. My encouraging scripture is going to come from Mark chapter 9, verses 22 to 24. And in this situation, there was a man that asked Jesus to help his son because his son was being tormented by an evil spirit that would make him convulse and throw him in the fire and just do all kinds of harm to him. In verse 20, we'll pick up at verse 22, a portion of it. It says, "But if you can do anything," and this is the man talking to Jesus, "but if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us." "If you can," said Jesus, "everything is possible for one who believes." Immediately the boy's father exclaimed, "I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief." The outcome of this story was that the father's son was actually healed. This is encouraging to me because Jesus never said to the father who had some doubt, "That's not enough. I want you to believe completely." He never said that to him. Based on the father's belief, his son was healed.